everybody, this is Sue, and I apologize for not getting back to you about uh, the purse. I've had some medical um, procedures recently and haven't felt too wonderful afterwards. So, anyway, I am back at least for the time being. Um, and I got to thinking that I haven't done a very good job of explaining how I do the pockets on the purse. So, um, right now what I'm going to do is show you. I even took this one apart because I just had it sewn together. So I just took this one apart so I could show you what it is that I did. This one is ready to sew on to the this pocket is ready to be sewn onto the purse itself. This one, which goes on the other side, I took it apart so I could show you what I do, because I realized I didn't do a very good job of explaining what I do. Mine is not the only way. Everybody's got their own way of doing things, and so they're not wrong and I'm not wrong either. So everybody just has their own way of doing things. And so this is cut to the same size as the outer pocket, as the outside of the, what am I trying to say? The purse. But what I do with it is I fold it in half. And this is a 12 by 12 square, I think, if I remember correctly. And I fold it in half, and I just sew it down like that. So, and I had a comment that this lady said she didn't care how loud the sewing machine was. She wanted to see the actual sewing. So, there we go. I might tighten that a little bit just to keep that from. There we go. All right. And this is my $78 sewing machine here. So, gee, my phone is covered in lint. I don't think that's gonna. And on a bag, you sew a seam at 1/2 inch. On quilting, you sew 1/4 inch. So, right there is 1/2. And if you have one of these, I really like these for a seam guide because it lays right there and it lays in front of the foot, so you get a better view of what you're doing. And I'm not much of one to pin anything. I mean, I can pin it, but I don't see any reason to. It's not very long. And I'm just not a pinner. Now this is wanting to if you get something that wants to bubble up, just kind of pick up the presser foot and kind of manipulate it a little bit. And usually you can get it straightened out if you see it ahead of time that it's wanting to do that. And see, this is wanting to do that again, but this is going to be on the back side. It's not going to show, not really. And it did make a little bit of a, it did make a little bit right there. Let's see, turn you around here so I can see you again. All right, it did make a little bit right there, but that's going to be on the back side. Nobody's ever going to see it, so normally I would take it out, but it's not going to be mattered. Oh, so now we have a tube. Turn the tube around. Now, no, wait a minute, what am I doing? I gotta press this. Duh. All right. Okay. Now then, excuse me. What I normally do is I turn this to the back side. I don't do it like this. Can you see this? Sometimes I'm not sure. Okay. I fold it like in the middle, like this. You see that? And press this down. And one thing that happened to me when I was sewing this, I went ahead and quilted this so it wouldn't match the rest of the, and I had this bubble that formed here, and I was like, what is that? What is going on? I had to take these stitches out and look at it, and this seam had twisted. It was laying like that, and it was making a lump in there. So I'd take it out, had to take everything out and press it back down so that it was laying flat again, and then press it down. So make sure you press that down real good so that it doesn't twist up on you while you're sewing, because that's what happened there. So now take this to the iron, press it down, and then turn it around, and then make sure you press it down again. So over to the iron we go. Does the can you see? All right, I'm gonna turn this little thing on. I really like this little iron. It heats up fast, and I just like it. I use it almost all the time. And so we're going to press this, at least I hope so. Press that down real good. And it doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure that that was pressed really good. Now we're going to turn this. Okay. All right. Now, feel that, make sure that that's laying down flat like it's supposed to. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can have it like this or just wherever you want to put it. But this seam, if you do it like this seam goes on the back side of the pocket and you don't see it, which is the whole point of this, is that it's going to be on the back and it's not going to be seen. Now, if you decide that you want to quilt it, then quilt it the same way that you quilted the outside pocket, or the outside of your bag, I should say. And do whatever it is you want to do to this. If you want to put batting in here, you know, when you sew this seam, that's the time to sew in the batting. I opted against the batting for the pocket because I tried it and it just made it too thick as far as I was concerned. Because then you would have had maybe 4 layers and it was just too much, I thought. Turn that off. My electric bill was super high. Okay, back we go. All right, now, let's see, oh, here it is. Now then, how many pockets do you want in your bag? In this, what I did, and I've already pressed it, you can't see it yet because I haven't drawn the lines in, but I decided I wanted 3, so I folded it. Can you see? Okay. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see. There's a lot of loose threads here, out there on the back side. Fold it this way, fold it this way, and then I pressed it. I took it to the iron and I pressed it. I'm going to take you across there to the iron again. Now, just to make sure I can see it, what happened to my pencil? I have my pencil on here. Well, I thought I did. Let me pause this while I look for my... Oh, what happened to my pencil? Just a minute. Ah, there we go. Okay, I had to go sharpen another pencil. I don't know where that one went to, but I've got about 10 gazillion pencils, so it doesn't matter. Now, I can see where these folds are. You probably can't, but I can. Let's see, move this back down out of the way. Or at least I think I can. So I'm going to just mark this with a pencil. Let's see. I can see that. Yeah, there it is. I don't have one of those fancy pens that disappears when you iron it. I just have a pencil. But a pencil works. And then when you're done, you can always erase the pencil mark. See, it just disappears when you erase it. Alright, so now what we need to do is determine exactly where this is going to go on the front here. And so I think I want to put it up about an inch above where. Now then on this, I will pin. And there's times to use pins, and there's times to use clips, and this is a pin. This you need pins for. Alright, so first let's make sure that we've got this exactly where we want it. So we're going to measure with this, and let's put a pin here right now. Put it up a little bit, get it out of the way. And then make sure that this side is even. And it is. How about that? Wow. And pin that. Put that right where it's supposed to be. And this down so it doesn't shift. And it over here on this side. And give it a couple of pins here in the middle. Now, we will double check this to make sure that this is where we want it. That side. And that side are even. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do now, I don't know if you can see or not. I hope so. It is kind of hard for me to see what that is. What we're going to do now, we've got this pinned. We can come down here on each side and sew that down, just to sew that down so that it doesn't move. We need to come across, and we can go straight across and then come back and sew this. But we want these seams reinforced because we're going to be putting heavy stuff in here, more than likely. I might put my cell phone in it. And so we can come across, come up here, make a little triangle, come back down, or we can just come straight back down. That might be the easiest thing to do. Or we can come up here, make a little triangle, come back down, make a little triangle here, come on over here, do the same thing, up and down. That would probably be the best thing to do. Sew across here, And see, we don't have to worry about any raw seams showing. Everything is, the seam is on the back. Nobody's ever going to see it. So let's do that. My neck and shoulders have been hurting for the past couple of days. All right. So all right. So we're going to do this. And on this is actually these sides. We don't actually have to do that now. We can wait until we sew the. Boy, it looks like it's going to rain. Until we sew the two sides together. But let's just go ahead and we'll. I always like to start with my threads to the back. Let's just go ahead and sew it down, get it. I'm just going to sew it right here on the edge. I hold those threads for the first couple of stitches. I'm going to back that up one stitch. Now, we're going to go over to here, to the first pocket. Raise the presser foot to turn your work. Leave the needle down in the work. And come up here. And when you're working like that, a lot of times it's best to just kind of roll that up. Now then, what I was talking about here is slightly turn that, not a whole lot, and kind of make a little diamond, a little bit to the top. See how that wiggles? That's the zigzag. That's okay. stitch. So we're going to come down here, do a little turn. We're back in that stitch line. We're coming back down. We are here at this stitch line, so we're going to turn. We're going to back stitch a couple of stitches just to reinforce this. There. Now we're going to this next one, which is right here. There we go. And we're going to go up here, turn here. Again, we're going to turn it just a little bit. This is only 2 or 3 stitches here. Roll it up, get it out of your way. This is like a couple of stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good enough. Now this doesn't want to turn. All right, so we're going to go back over here. Okay, and then we're going to get that back down there. Go back on the same stitch line. Stitch a little bit to reinforce that. Come across here. And turn this. And stitch back up here on this side. And this doesn't have to be perfect because this is going to be in the seam line. This is just to help you work with it. All right. So we've got that pocket sewn on now. And we can take the pins out. And so now I will show you what this looks like. Or I'll try to. Now, I don't know how well you can see that. Let me put this down because I think it's easier to see. Move this. And we'll put this lamp over here and hopefully you'll be able to see. unfortunately, when I put that down, I really can't see what you can see. But what we did, we started here, we came down here, went across the bottom, came back up, made a little triangle right here, came back down, back stitched, came forward, came over here, came up, made a little triangle here, came back down, back stitched, then came forward over here to the edge, and then came back up, back stitched, and these sides will be in the seam allowance, so this will be double stitched here. So I hope you can see that. It's kind of hard to see because the thread matches the fabric so well, but I hope you can see that. Maybe that's too close. But it's just a small little triangle. You just have to turn it a little bit, do 2 or 3 stitches, 2 or 3 stitches, 2 or 3 stitches, and then come back down in the same stitching line. And so you can't even hardly see that pencil mark, and because it's in that stitching line, and it just disappeared right in there. So, and the pencil mark, if you decide to wash your purse, which I do wash my purses, they get dirty, and I wash them. I just throw them in the washer and wash them. And that's one thing about making your own purse. You know what's in it, and you know whether it's washable or not. And so and then once you start making your own purses, you can make a purse for every outfit that you make for yourself. And once we get through with this purse, and I'm going to have to quit because my back is hurting, and I wish it wasn't because I'd like to continue, but I am not going to be able to. So, hopefully tomorrow we can work on this again, but like I said, I'm having a lot of medical procedures done, and I can't do any more right now. So, I thank you all for watching, and I will be back. Honest, I will. I'm slow, I know, but I will get this done because I really need this purse. My other purse is falling apart. I need this one. So I'll try to come back tomorrow, and hopefully we can get this finished up real quick because I got several other things that I want to make. I need some new t-shirts, and I bought some fabric, and I cannot find a t-shirt pattern that I like. I have a t-shirt in my closet that's got a stain on the front of it, and I'm going to take it apart and use that as a pattern to make new t-shirts. I've got a jacket about halfway cut out. I have to stop because I have a lot of medical issues. So I have to stop every once in a while. So once I get the jacket cut out, then we'll start working on that. And I apologize for not being able to do any more, but this is going to be it for today. So I will see you again real soon, and I don't think I'm going to be going out dumpster diving because it looks like we're going to have a hard rain real soon. So, and the way my back is hurting, I don't think I should be able to. I should go anyway. So anyway, well, I'll do this again hopefully tomorrow. We'll see you soon.